Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN when finished. Press the pound key. Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, here we go. Man, cut that song off. I love it, but this gotta go, Johnson. This gotta go, Johnson. Come on, man. 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 Come on now. What up, people? How you doing? What's going on? Are we good? Are we good? Jesus. What's happening? Lights are shining in my eyes. I'm like, okay. What up, people? How you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. Glad you could tune in. Looks like the mic is hot. Looks like we got some people on YouTube. What up, Tim Black's Wolfpack? How y'all doing? What's up? What's going on? What's the happenings? So let me make sure. Let me go check out my crew. Is Twitch in the house or what? Can we get some Twitch love? Can we get some Twitch love on True Talk Tuesday? True Talk Tuesday, man. That's what's going on. All right. What is going on? What about Facebook? Facebook in the house? You may have a couple people on Facebook. I'm wondering, can I tweet this out? Let me tweet out the show. Let's get the Twitter going. How about that? Here we go. Get some Twitter love going. Can I tweet this out? There we go. It says, tweet this out. Let's get the Twitter going. Yes. How about live now? Live now. There it is. Tweet. Gone. It's gone, Johnson. It's in the wind. Woo. Man, what a day. What a day. What a day. It's what a day, Johnson. We're going to have a conversation. Oh, we got to have a conversation, Johnson. It's that time. The situation calls for a conversation. That's what it calls for, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. It's going to be, what's going on in Tim Black's Wolfpack? Man, you guys keep me going. Thank you for supporting this show. I appreciate y'all. Even my Wolfpack, man, they're going through it. My Wolfpack members, people got personal situations. I love you guys, man. And I wanna send best wishes, speedy recovery to anybody out there going through it. To those going through financial problems, keep your head up. This too shall pass. Keep the grind going on. And I know exactly. I feel you. I feel you, Johnson. Can you guys share this out? We gotta have a moment. You know, we gotta have a conversation. All right. So my board's around the corner. I'm about to go get my board. Yeah, a couple people that made the naughty board. They be tripping, Johnson, man. They be tripping hard. All right, so wow, okay. The Tim Black Show, the call-in number, let me make sure it's up on the screen. We got a call-in number up here. Here we go. 319-527-6212. And, yeah. So, if you had any doubts before. Now, first of all, let me tell people, not everyone here uses social media like that. So I'm trying to be responsible and respectful to my people that don't use social media. What you need to know is that the last couple of days, the last week or so, last week, 2 weeks, it's been really hard for people to deny reality who are online. Yeah, it's become like, it has become increasingly difficult for people to pretend like water ain't wet. You know what I'm saying? Like fish grease ain't hot. Like, it's become to the point where people can't pretend not to know. Okay? Even the most concrete skulled, hard-headed, hard of hearing, you know, even the most naive people had to see some shit go down. Some things that went down that they could not ignore. Now, that's my fair actors. Because let's be true, guys, not everybody's a fair actor. Not everyone's an honest actor. Some people are just on some bull. And that's what they do. But if you've been online like I've been online, and you've been on Twitter like I've been on Twitter, you've been on Instagram like I've been on Instagram, if you're on Reddit like I'm on Reddit, you can't just keep on ignoring reality, Johnson. Here it is, Johnsons. The Kyle Rittenhouse story has revealed what I already knew. Yeah, what I already knew. And it also shows allies from backstabbers, grifters, soulless cretins, and role players, bit players, role players. That's what it does. That's what it does. And it's a beautiful thing when people get revealed for what they are. So it's beautiful. You got to take that and say, this is a gift. I wish I would have known that sooner, but I know it now. What I'm trying to tell you is, these people that are supporting Kyle Rittenhouse, who are supposed to be grown-ass adults and are supposed to be black allies, have revealed themselves for who they are. I tried to tell you, Johnson. You told me. What did some of them tell me? Tim is jealous. He clout chasing. But these are all people that were not as big as me, but I'm clout chasing. He's just hating. He's just mean. He's just horrible. Like, no, motherfucker, I see through people. I work with them. I know them. I know their personal business. And I know they are horrible motherfuckers. Back to Kyle Rittenhouse, this is obvious. Guys, look, if you can't articulate, if you're in the media game and you cannot explain what's up with this Kyle Rittenhouse case, how important this is, if you can't express that, if you say that you're an advocate for black folks, see, some of them never said it. And they have an audience who don't give a shit. They don't really care. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is my point. Tucker Carlson's Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson gonna Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson doesn't pretend to be a supporter of black folks. He doesn't pretend to support poor people, working class people, people trying to get off the streets, homeless people, people trying to pay their bills, barely making it. Tucker Carlson represents Republican conservatives, well-to-do. He backs up the capitalistic system. And that's never been good for us. So he doesn't pretend. Now, I don't like Tucker, but at least he's not trying to pretend to be in this group of people that got my back. That's what I'm saying, Johnson. So the Kyle Rittenhouse story, this whole situation, has revealed itself, has revealed those. For instance, these people suddenly coming out saying, hey, Kyle Rittenhouse was running away after all. Kyle Rittenhouse was running away after all. It's all self-defense. There's nothing to see here. What's wrong with the media? Why, and this is all they do is divide people, but this talking point are liars. Or they're naive. But you gotta choose which one. Because once we drill down one level beneath that, we gotta ask the question, because we're intelligent people, why was he running? Why? Because he had a gun that he was handling in front of people. And while he's handling it in a way that made people upset. And somebody reacted to that. The person that reacted to that gave chase. During the chase, Kyle Rittenhouse stops running, turns around, plants his feet, and shoots the mofo. After he shoots and kills him, after shooting him 4 times, he runs. Everything that happened after that is all because he's running after killing someone. So, to ignore those facts, those are the facts. That's what happened. If you didn't know that, that's what happened. I don't know what to tell you. People didn't randomly start chasing Kyle for no goddamn reason. They chased Kyle Rittenhouse because Kyle Rittenhouse, they heard someone get shot. Then they found out it was him who did the shooting. And to everyone else's mind, he's a guy who just killed the guy. And he's getting away. You don't get to tell people, I'm going to holler at the cops. No, people want to take you to see the cops. You just killed someone. So these people are not honest. But what they are honestly doing is appeasing a conservative audience. And as usual, they're willing to throw black people under the bus to do it. Because if Kyle Rittenhouse holds no responsibility for shooting 3 people, killing 2, if there is no responsibility for that, all it does is embolden more people like Kyle Rittenhouse to come out to events, Black Lives Matter or otherwise, with guns, to protect property or to help. Who needs a gun to paint over graffiti? I've done some painting over a graffiti in my younger days when I was a kid. I never needed a gun to do it. Who needs it? What paramedics you know carry AR-15s? So it's like their arguments are bullshit. And my thing is this, guys, I told you they were full of shit. That's all I want to say. I told you they were full of shit. They're proving it to you, and you don't care. You don't care. Kyle Rittenhouse walks away free. You will see more Proud Boys, more militia types, more of these people out at protests. Now, most protests, typically, I know things got a little weird there for a minute, and weird in a good way. You saw a lot of white people at protests. At this protest, it was overwhelmingly white. But historically speaking, who does protests? Who does the marches? Who's doing the marching? Okay, so it stands to reason that more often than not, there'll be black people at these marches. Now what's going to happen? Who's going to start showing up now with guns? And anyone who says, oh, that's not true, and just dismisses that this could have social implications and make things dangerous, more dangerous for black folks, is in denial. But what I'm telling you guys is they don't care, because what's most important to them is viewership. That's what it is. I'm so tired of people making excuses. I'm so tired of people saying, oh no, this person's a good fighter for the people. That's only because the people that he's undermining are people that don't look like you. They're putting black people in harm's way by doing this. When I first voiced all my issues about the so-called progressives, so-called left, these people who I think were doing a disservice, because I like policies, certain policies, I love them. I think those policies are great policies. I want to add in reparations, a black agenda to those policies. But I think everyone deserves health care. Everyone deserves, we need to get rid of student debt. My kids got it tough. Young people have it tough. We have older people with student debt. It's not just children. They're grown adults. There are people, seniors, whose estates are impacted by student loans. It's not just a young person's relief policy, okay? Environmental injustice, educational justice, medical justice. All these types of issues, these are very important. I believe in them. But I say we got to tweak it and add some reparations. We got to add some black agenda. We got to add some other policies that go directly to impacting black people in a positive way. Because if you're progressive and you say you're for the people, well, black people are people too. And America has systemically disenfranchised us by not including us in the New Deal, the Fair Deal, the GI Bill, and all we got was a raw deal. So we got to say, hey, wait, we got to correct this. We can't just pretend everything's even Steven and start with student loan debt when black people only own 2% of the wealth in this country. When black people only own 2% of the land in this country. May be okay with you because you happen not to be black. And if you're a black and that's okay with you, I got a problem with you. You need to go stand somewhere else. Don't stand with me. Go stand somewhere else. I'm over here advocating for black people. Obviously, you're not in that group. And what I'm saying is, this Kyle Rittenhouse story puts us in more jeopardy because who gets emboldened? More people are going to show up at events where black people are protesting with guns. And if Kyle got off, what do they think? So when they say when you get one Derek Chauvin off the streets, that may help, right? Because people say, well, other cops go, shit, I don't want to be like Derek Chauvin. But when it's Kyle Rittenhouse and somebody with a gun at an event where if he didn't have a gun, I don't know how any of this happens. Does he get in a fight with this guy that's 5'3"? Maybe, maybe not. But no one gets shot to death. No one gets shot to death if he didn't have that gun there. Are we going to have more people with guns walking around pretending to be police? Is that what's going to happen? So this is not a good thing to begin with. But for the love of Christ, we got to stop pretending like these people mean us well. Whether I disagree with a conservative, and I do on this issue, who support Kyle Rittenhouse, at least I can say some of them are coming from an honest place. But if you support it, if you said Kyle Rittenhouse was wrong, he shouldn't have had that gun, his mama should never allow him to take that gun to this event, and what's he doing? Why is this? Why did people die? If you're in that camp, and then you're not in that camp now, because now you finally watched some film and he was running for people, but why? Why was he running? Why was he running? Because they just wanted to chase white boys? There were a lot of white boys there. Why was he running? He was running because he just shot a guy 4 times who didn't have a weapon. And people saw it or heard it. And don't give me the Gross Kurtz story. If Gross Kurtz wanted to kill Kyle Rittenhouse, he had every chance to do so when he was behind him with his back turned. But we got these people that are so-called left and so-called, I don't know what the fuck they are now. What is Jimmy doing now? I'm sorry. I can't pretend not to say his name. What the fuck is he now? Besides your daddy. What else is he? I don't even know what he is. He's a malformed beast. He's a science lab. He's a test tube baby. He's a libertarian, fiscally conservative, hates the cops but hates war but loves horse pills or whatever the hell. And he's also a liar. Thanks, Sean, for revealing that. Thank you. Knowing the guy for 2 or 3 years and knowing he's a liar and a corrupt bastard and a phony wasn't enough to just say it. They needed Sean to put it in the video to show you he does what? That he leaves shit out? You didn't know he leaves shit out? Okay, fine. You didn't know that? How else could he have these stupid ass stances he has? Of course he leaves shit out. All the fucking time. Now I know he was straight up fooling you guys by putting it on the screen and changing letters. Now that's fucked up. Now he threw somebody under the bus for that? Oh, come on, Johnson. Come on, Johnson. It's like when he said he had the Boogaloos on his show and didn't know who the Boogaloos were. And you dumbasses went for it. So now, look, man, just stop acting like you don't know. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't pretend not to know. That's what pisses me off. You like a guy, regardless of how many black people he throws under the bus? Fine. Free country. Just stop pretending not to fucking know. That's all I want. I want the hypocrisy to end. Stop acting like you don't know Jimmy Dore's full of shit. But you like him because he hates Democrats. Just say that. Look, that's honest as fuck. You like Jimmy Dore because he hates Democrats And he doesn't champion for black people. He doesn't get in the way with this race shit, right? That's all you gotta say. I get it. Admit that. Instead of my fucking comment section. And go to your side of the internet and worship at the altar. We get it, Johnson. I'm just tired of it personally. It's over. It's been exposed. Sean exposed them. This latest stance of Kyle, he's not even defending Kyle. He's cherry picking things and saying Kyle was just a good little kid when they're fabricating this and he's leaving out why the fuck he ran and why people chased him. Everyone's not a coward, Jimmy. If you shot a guy 4 times and you started running, there are people that might chase you because they thought you were going to get away. So, we gotta stop pretending that Tulsi Gabbard is good too. Stop. Just fucking admit she is garbage, that her politics sucks, is horrible. She's a grifter. Just admit it. And stop admitting, look, it's a couple things we're gonna stop doing. We're gonna stop doing them, Johnson. Look, okay. Here goes my list. We're gonna stop pretending that Tulsi Gabbard is left or gives a fuck about anything except Tulsi Gabbard. We're gonna stop, okay? We're gonna have to stop. It's over. This is where we stop. This is where we stop living in denial. Stop telling me she's so cute. Stop telling me she's so attractive. Stop telling me she was a shining light. Motherfucker, I don't want to hear none of that. Her politics is dog shit, okay? That's what we need to focus on, is that. And if I gotta listen to her one more time on Fox News talk about they don't love America, one more time. They don't love America. We built America, motherfucker. We did. For free. Thanks for riding for us. Never in your fucking life have you ever. The next person, Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, stop pretending. Andrew Yang gives a fuck about anyone or anything. He is plastic. He's horrible. He's synthetic. He's not real, Johnson. He's just not. We have to own up, like, admit these things. It's okay. Now, if you say, I don't want real, I want this guy with this one shit policy that gets rid of the social safety net, the result will be a check and then shut the fuck up, and we get rid of everything, Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid, get rid of all of it, after school programs, Meals on Wheels, because they cut you a check for $50 a week. Fuck you. Somehow, this UBI gives a married couple with 4 kids more money than a single mom with 3. Come the fuck on. Come on. Really? And you're going to cut the social safety net too? Let's just admit this guy is horrible. He saw an opportunity. Someone said, hey, here's a breath of fresh air. And here he came in with his stupid laugh, his corny grin, his stupid policies he came up with, smoking a bong with his friends in a dorm or some shit. Come on, wake up. You can like him, but stop pretending you give a shit. This is too serious. Life's too serious. We have serious shit to deal with here. We don't have time. I don't have time. I'm too old to deal with you. I can't deal with this nonsense. It's bullshit. You're going to stop pretending that Jimmy Dore is a left or progressive or anything other than a comedian who found a way to make money. He found a way to make money, tapping into your frustration with the Democrats when he took it personal that Bernie would not come on his fucking show. Then, the fucking end. And everything else has been money grab, money grab, money grab, money grab, money grab. That's all it's been. We need to be honest. Be honest. I could be honest and say, hey, I got so tired of the guy, anything that he touched, I hated. I don't give a fuck what it was. And I'm not just by myself. And anybody who aligned with him, I couldn't stand. I've unfollowed so many people just because they followed this guy. He's that toxic in my book. He's horrible. And based on that frustration, I probably went after other people. I was more pissed at other people probably than I needed to be. But that's how much I can't stand what he's about, what he stands for. And his politics. And he's done nothing but prove me right. Any day I could have came out and said, I changed my mind, he's a different guy, but I don't change my mind. His recent actions show me, look, I'm not sorry I went after Jimmy Dore. I wish I would have done it sooner and harder because the guy is horrible. He has proven to be everything wrong. Everything fucking wrong. Okay? He's the most damaging person to the side of the left that I thought was going to be helpful in getting black people some policies. I thought because the guy couldn't stand the cops, he was an ally, but he wasn't. Because that's all he wanted to do is talk about how shit cops were, but he wasn't down for putting together policies that actually did help black people. He wanted to put policies, he wanted us, black people, to help give policies that helps everybody. And that's not the same thing. It's helping black people directly. So anyone that's on that shit, I don't ride with them. Now, also, please, can we stop pretending that Roland Martin is good for black people? We must stop pretending. We must. I don't give a fuck if you're over 50. You stop fucking pretending that Roland Martin means well, that he's good for us. He's a pissed off guy, wishing he could be back at CNN. He could not. His last resort was to try to compete with people like me, and he's doing nothing but champion for the Democratic Party. The day of black people being escaped by, kissing the ass of the CBC, the contemptible black carcass. That's what I call them. The contemptible black carcass. The conscienceless black carcass. Okay? That are not fighting for black people. I'm tired of it. We have to, his latest thing is, if you attack Kamala Harris, you're attacking black people. No, Roland. When you bend over for the Democrats and gaslight black people in order to help black elites like Kamala Harris, you are disrespecting black people. You are slapping black people in the face, and we are tired of you. It's not your fault Kamala's a horrible politician. Sometimes black people want black people to succeed so badly, they'll help someone who really does not have the ability to be successful. And that's Kamala Harris. And I didn't make it that way. She makes it that way. And she's the vice president. No one gives a shit about vice presidents. She's falling on the sword because they want to make Biden look better right now. Because he's tanking too. But everyone knows this. Man, Mike Pence, I forgot Mike Pence was alive. No one cares about VPs. Now you're just adding into this to take heat off Biden's ass. And no one's buying it. No one's buying it. So we have to stop pretending. Look, if you're a Roland Martin fan, I would like to know why. Actually, I don't want to know why. I don't care why. Go over there. But we're going to stop pretending. Just admit you don't want politics to change. Just admit you just want to hold on for dear life. You don't want to actually get reparations or a black agenda. Because none of these things, and I do mean none of these things, there's Roland Martin support. So stop. Stop pretending. I want people to own up to their bullshit. Own up to it. If you've been using someone's name, in order to get awareness to build a platform because you have no ability, no creativity to build one on your own, just admit it and then give them back their name and go back to obscurity. That's what you can do. Or create a new name and disband it. Do whatever you're doing. But stop pretending. That's all I'm saying. Stop pretending you got a problem with me. Really, the only problem you had is you wanted to be me. That's all. Just stop pretending. Stop pretending. It's over. It's cracked. Jesus Christ. It's over, man. We gotta stop pretending. We have a young man by the name of Julius Jones. Been in jail 20 years in Oklahoma. He's about to be put to death, even though the parole board says he should have a stay of execution, clemency, and be given an opportunity to be released. And the Oklahoma governor won't even sit down with the family to discuss this shit. And he's got 2 days left. 2 days. They did a documentary on this. We got other shit to worry about. So there you have it, Johnson. There you have it. Look, man. All of this reveals who we are, what kind of person we are. 2 things can be right at the same time. 2 things can be true at the same time. Okay? 2. It's true. Like, for instance, just one thing about Kyle Rittenhouse. There are people talking about this gun, the gun charge, the misdemeanor gun charge. No reason, no. And my thing is this: when you talk to people, tell them why. Tell them why they dropped the charge. The misdemeanor charge about the gun, the rifle that was dropped. It was dropped because in Wisconsin, if the barrel isn't over 16 inches, it's not a crime, Johnson. That's why it was dropped. They could tell you why. They could tell you why it was dropped. In the same sense as they say it was dropped, they could then tell you why it was dropped. If I could look it up, they could have looked it up. And anybody who reported on it who didn't tell you why it was dropped is a liar. Okay? So, I'm for honesty, I'm for transparency, but I'm for keeping it real. And I'm tired of hypocrisy. I'm tired of it. So, if they're when they're championing for Kyle Rittenhouse, and I'm not talking, like, if you're just a person who watches this and you feel a certain kind of way, that's fine. But if you have a platform and you call yourself a lefty, or you call yourself a black ally, or you say that you support black issues, or whatever the fuck. Look, and if you are riding for Kyle Rittenhouse without acknowledging and recognizing that if Kyle Rittenhouse walks with nothing after taking a gun to an event for Black Lives Matter and shooting 3 people, killing 2 people, if you think that's nothing, that that's not dangerous, that doesn't set a bad precedent for future protests, future demonstrations, I don't know what the fuck you on, Johnson. You are showed what you are about. The end. And if anybody's riding with that and they fail to see the seriousness of this issue, then you are cracked. Cracked. All right. That's really all I got, Johnsons. Give it up for that. And another thing. Look, if a black kid would have took a gun to an All Lives Matter parade or protest, if a black kid took a gun to an All Lives Matter protest and shot 3 white guys, killed 2 of them, they checked his TikTok. His screen name was 4 Doors, More Whores. His tagline was, I just want to be famous, bruh. Posing with a picture of him holding an AR-15. This shit would have been a wrap. Okay? None of them would have been championing for him. None of them. They won't even support fucking Philando Castile. They won't support Ahmaud Arbery. Running from people with guns. With no gun. No weapon. They don't support Trayvon Martin. Running from Zimmerman with a gun. And he had no weapon. Because he fought too good. The fuck out of here. Yeah, I remember. When you bring up OJ, don't forget to bring up Trayvon Martin. Don't forget to bring that up. he's the Zimmerman. Like Kyle the Zimmerman, right? Protecting the area, right? Protecting the property. So anyway, guys, this is where we are. Man, we are so screwed. We're so screwed, Johnson. We're so screwed. Had a busy day today. I did an interview with Senator Nina Turner. It will be premiering tomorrow. Give it up for Senator Nina Turner, my friend. Tomorrow I have an interview with Surfs TV. I'm looking forward to talking about those guys. Give it up for the Surfs. And on Friday, I have Dr. Elwood Watson coming on to talk about CRT, critical race theory. We're going to break it down, layman's terms, so that I can understand it. All right, guys. So there we go. Now let's get to these phone lines, man. While we're still young. Let's get to the phone lines. Stop pretending. That's all I'm saying. Stop pretending. I got a place to write down phone numbers. I do have a place to write down phone numbers. This is important. The ability to write down the phone numbers. All right, Johnsons. Let's go with 434. 434. Hold on, 434. Let me get my earpiece in so I can actually hear you when you come on. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of important to be able to hear the callers. You know, it's kind of would be a nice idea to be able to hear callers when they call in, wouldn't it? What a night, Johnson. What a night. What's so funny, Johnson? What's so damn funny? Okay. Everything's funny in the land of milk and honey. All right, 434. We are live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Tim, this is Lynn from Virginia. I've been listening to your commentary, and I've been coming to this conclusion all day. You know, listening to certain black conservatives that are tacky, trashy, terroristic in their language, listening to so-called liberals, et cetera, and I just come to this conclusion. Everyone within their own subgroup is divided. Everybody wants something done. You know, black people want this done, but then you got to ask, what is it that black people really want? Because all we're hearing from are black people who are politically engaged like yourself, but we're not hearing from the everyday black people who, like the one that works at the the CNA, the truck driver. We're not hearing from those people, and they're not being talked about or even discussed.
I disagree. I'm one of those people. I'm a regular person, bro. I don't work for CNN. I do this out of my fucking basement, dude.
For the exception of you.
You didn't say that.
With the exception of you, I should clarify that. But not on a broad scale like Don Lemon and, yes, Roland Martin, Joanne Reed. We hear from that academic side.
That's why we got you, brother. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. You here now. That's why this phone line is important. So people like you could call up. So what's up? What do you want to say? Go ahead.
I mean, as far as this Kyle Rittenhouse situation is concerned, I think it's going to be a hung jury because the words that I'm hearing is that 2 jurors are feeling like they're going to be threatened, they're going to get doxxed, and people are going to start showing up at the house. So I think it's going to be a hung jury because of the intimidation and the politics that is surrounding this case with him. And regardless if he's found guilty or not, there's going to be a civil suit, no question about it. they're going to go after the mother for, compensatory and punitive damages and wrongful death suits. So expect that to come. As far as Ahmaud Arbery is concerned, I think that may be a guilty verdict because their lawyer is going to keep shooting himself in the foot with the no black pastors gimmick. He's going to shoot himself in the foot with that, and the jury member who is black on that jury going to take that in consideration and say, well, I don't know about this. But everybody is divided. Everybody wants something, and if they're not getting it now, then it's like, then I'm sitting at home. It's like we become more like children. We don't get what we want, this is what's going to come. Now, as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, I don't think she's getting the heat. I thought about this afternoon. If she was Michelle Obama and married to a black male, I don't think she would be getting the heat that she's getting from everyone. I think because she is married to a white man, and I'm not trying to be, funny about this or trying to be, out of pocket with it, but I strongly do believe because she is married to a white man that she's getting a lot of heat, that, black people don't trust her, and I think that's what comes down to. Now, Michelle Obama was the vice president and had Barack as her husband, which he did. I don't think Michelle Obama would get that kind of treatment. Maybe from conservatives, but definitely not from the black left.
All right, brother. Well, look, man, thank you for the phone call. We appreciate it. Give it up for the caller, y'all. I know it's tough, man. It's tough. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. And it's kind of disappointing, man, that it's disappointing to think. Is it that superficial, bro? You think that's why people on the left don't rock with Kamala? It wouldn't be that she could have prosecuted Steve Mnuchin and she didn't. When she was Attorney General, and that motherfucker got to walk after foreclosing on black people's loans. No, it couldn't be that. Has to be she's married to a white guy, right? Couldn't just be her policies have been shit. Couldn't be that, man. Couldn't be Madison cars. Did you know all of the skeletons on Kamala Harris? Who she's married to is the last of her problems. She did most of this shit before she was married. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, man, we could disagree. But everybody wants something for their vote. Please don't fall into the rhetoric of thinking that because black people are now saying they want something for their fucking vote. What you think? You think Chinese people don't want something for their fucking vote? That's what you think? You think we the only people who want something for our vote? You're watching a black channel that talks about it. Most of CNN and MSNBC, they act like black people just vote Democrat just to fucking do it. Because our job is to help white people. Like if you listen to Roland Martin, it seems like our job is to help white people. And for HBCUs, so he could come out and pretend to step dance, a line dance or some shit. Like, that's not all of black existence. Just because you help an HBCU doesn't mean you helping all of us do what we need to do. So, man, it's a fallacy. It's a misconception. And I don't like you framing it that way. And I'm hoping I'm misunderstanding you. But everyone wants something for their vote. Everyone does. There are gay rights organizations. They want something for their vote. They're not going, ooh, I want something for everyone. They're going, I want something for us, motherfucker. And they have a right to be that way. When you go to the store, you go to buy some food, who are you buying it for, Johnson? Who are you buying it for? Are you buying for the neighborhood or are you buying for your family? Okay, so black people need to start buying for their family and stop being content with what other people get to eat. Like Jay-Z says, what you eat don't make me shit. All groups advocate for themselves. It's just somehow, some way, we have been hoodwinked into thinking that we should not have our own agency. We have had too many old school black people always trying to do damage control Everything's damage control. It's got to stop. Now, I'm not that young, but it's got to stop. I'm young enough where the younger people will listen and older people won't go, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, he's too young. I'm old enough, I'm in that sweet spot. I'm not going to be here forever. But please, everyone advocates for their own issues. Okay? The problem we have is poor white people and black people not advocating for their own best interests. That's the problem. And when you say we don't hear from regular people, we can't. They're busy. They're busy. They don't know the issues. They don't have time. They work 2 and 3 jobs. They got kids. What are you talking about? Working people are working. There will always be people that with a microphone. They're supposed to inform the people. My problem is the people that are informing the masses are not telling them the truth. This is bigger than Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm not even as much concerned. Of course, it's going to be civil suits. I credit you. They're going to be civil suits. I don't want to look. So yeah, absolutely. But I'm thinking way past Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm thinking about empowering these assholes. We had 4 years of people being empowered by Trump. Now we got people being empowered with guns. Look, we got people, the January 6th who ran up into the Capitol, getting slaps on the wrist. To this day, the person who got the most time for the January 6th insurrection was a black guy who didn't even go in the Capitol. He made some threats on his fucking phone. Are you hearing me? So this is some folks. We must all wake up and smell the coffee. It's very important that we do. I'm going to go to the next call. I appreciate you calling up. I know it's not so good. I know it's tough. I know I'm being punchy tonight. But the show is called Cracked. And that's not a joke. I'm not cracking up. But I am cracking up. And I'm cracking on these assholes. We gotta stop pretending. Somewhere along the line, people start caring more about their pocket than about the people. When that happens, when you have controlled media that give half the story, like they didn't say, well, Kyle Rittenhouse guns charge was gone, and they just kept fanning the flames, that shit is wrong too. Same way I feel about the people who are saying people were chasing Kyle. Yeah, for a good reason. They know he killed a guy. And he didn't surrender his gun. What are people supposed to do when you shoot someone 4 times and then you run? It's supposed to try to stop you. Yeah, I'm talking to Anna Kasparian. What are they supposed to do, Anna? Someone shot someone 4 times. They didn't witness it. They're going to try to stop that guy. Those are heroes. Sorry, they're not perfect heroes. I didn't know all of America was full of a bunch of perfect heroes. You found the only white people that happen to have charges in their past. But that's what they were doing. Trying to stop a guy who's and so stop capitulating the bullshit. We gotta stop. I want to go to 201. Is it okay to go 201 now? All right, you're tired of hearing me talk? Yeah, you're tired of hearing me talk. 201, you're alive. What's your name? What's your comment?
All right, 201-233-2157. That's me, Eddie Rowland. And, the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff is what I want to talk about last couple times. I've been watching the show. I think he should have been found guilty, or at least the jury should have had a chance to look at all those weapon charges, because the spirit of the law versus, the games they're playing. Where I disagree is I've watched over 20 hours of the raw video from different angles, plus the witness testimonies, and we're getting omitted and edited video from MSNBC, CNN, and even some of the left-wing media, where it's not showing the whole story of all the things that went down with Rosenbaum attacking somebody that looked like Kyle Rittenhouse first, and then going after Kyle, almost ambushing him, Kyle did not shoot the first shot. He got the pistol that was with Rosenbaum fired the first shot. That's shown in the courtroom videos. It's shown in the compilation videos. So Rittenhouse is an idiot for being there. His parents didn't raise him right. The person who helped him purchase that gun, another idiot. These people empowered a 17-year-old who shouldn't be empowered to walk around thinking that he's in America or he's cosplaying militia. So, but the self-defense part, I think, that goes beyond race. A black man, a Puerto Rican man like myself, a white guy, anybody who wants to defend themselves from being hurt, they have to have that right. And if we take that away willy-nilly just because of the other issues around it, I think we're doing a disservice to everybody that would have to defend themselves. There's idiots on both sides of that. People being called protesters that were peaceful and trying to calm things down. Those are peaceful protesters. They're trying to de-escalate. They're trying to hold back Rosenbaum. People that were burning and breaking and smashing and carrying their own weapons. There were so many weapons shown in those raw videos carried by people hiding among the peaceful protesters, but they were rioters. They're opportunists looking for it. And they were black, white, Hispanic, Asian. You name it. They had a lot of handguns out there. So the last guy got shot in the arm. He pulled a gun on Kyle, on Rittenhouse, pulled it back. Rittenhouse didn't shoot. He put the gun back on him. Rittenhouse shot him. Rittenhouse actually displayed trigger discipline and target selection and didn't just shoot everybody.
All this talking, man, just for you to get to the point that you're supporting Kyle. All right, brother. All this talk, you could have just said that. All right, man. I get it. You're welcome. Thank you for calling up. You support Kyle. I get it, man. It's no problem. Give it up for that. Jesus Christ, man. Everything you said, nothing you said was new. Nothing you said was new. I heard all that shit before. Is it call up the show and just tell me exactly what you saw on Fox News? Is that what we're doing? That's the idea. Just tell me exactly what you saw on Fox News, as if we couldn't see the fucking clip. Come on, Johnson. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. Jesus Christ, man. They were burning a trash dumpster. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? They burnt the trash dumpster. So, okay, here we go, Johnson. It's the Super Bowl in a couple of months, right? I used to watch football. It'll be the Super Bowl come, January, right? There are going to be people out partying and doing shit. Wreaking fucking havoc. All right? They're going to set stuff on fire, jump on tops of trucks, jump on tops of cars. So you mean Kyle Rittenhouse can show up with his gun because there's a dumpster and someone might light it on fire. And he's going to try to put it out. Yeah, it might cause trouble. Who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is anyone? That's the cop's job to stop dumpsters. And even the cops wouldn't intervene. They'd be like, fuck the truck. Fuck the dumpster. Who cares about a dumpster? Who cares? They were being bad. Who the fuck are you guys? Also now, everyone wants to be a vigilante. Everyone's deputy dog. Everyone, I'm gonna go out here and I'm going to. Come on, just admit that's what the fuck's going on. And stop putting Latino and black and bushing this all together. You sound like a guy that's for the system with this shit. Hell, man, I remember when the Washington football team won the Super Bowl. We tore the streets up in Georgetown, Johnson. People were throwing shit, and everybody was in on it. The bagel company gave us all bagels to throw. We were throwing shit and flighting stuff and climbing on stuff. We were doing that. People do it when they're happy and when they're upset. So what I'm saying is the precedence is dangerous as fuck. Because one person's exuberance, excitement, and energy is another person's anger, frustration, and protest. You don't get to decide. You don't get to be a police officer because you just want to be. The fucking place he said he was there to protect had already boarded up and moved all their shit. Why is he walking around policing? If he doesn't do that, this doesn't fucking happen. And why is it he's the only one that got in this shit? If everybody's so rowdy, why didn't other people get shot? It just doesn't make sense. Once again, my concern is what this means going forth. And don't tell me, oh, self-defense, it's going to be taken away. First of all, black people don't get to benefit the same way white people do on these fucking charges. Stop telling me that we live in fucking fantasy land. We don't live in fantasy land. I live in America, and I know what happens. When the jurors come back and it's black, shit gets whack. When the jurors come back and it's white, more than likely it's going to be all right. That's how this shit goes. Where you been all this time? Don't tell me we can't change the laws. For who? For what? For when? I can't get these same white guys who are riding very much like yourself, Mr. Puerto Rican guy, for fucking Kyle Rittenhouse and support Ahmaud Arbery. They're the ones that said Trayvon Martin deserved to die and he didn't have a weapon. This guy's fucking stalking him. He whoops the guy's ass for stopping him. He didn't go to the guy's house and lay in wait on him. He's following the kid and the kid beats his ass. And the only thing he could do is fucking kill him? Did these people come out and say, hey, he was defending himself, self-defense, he's just a better boxer? So don't give me that shit. I've been living in America for a long time, man. Don't give me that shit. Zimmerman walking around free as a motherfucker right now. And he was the guy playing cop. So America likes his white guys and it's Puerto Rican guys, whatever the fuck Zimmerman is, to play cop. I want to see them allow us to play cop. Let's see what happens when black guys stop fucking playing cop. We already know what happens. That's why black parents are smart enough not to drive their kids to let their kids play cop, because we know the outcome is going to be different. Shit. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend couldn't even play cop in his own fucking house and he gets support of these same conservatives. So don't tell me we can't go doing this because it's going to set a bad, people going to be able to defend themselves. Man, Breonna Taylor's boyfriend couldn't defend himself in his own fucking house by cops who wouldn't even announce that they fucking cops when they come in his house to find a motherfucker that wasn't even on the fucking lease. Come on, man, give me a break. Give me a break. Fuckers, you acting like we're starting at zero altogether. You act like things are even. You act like things are even. They're not. Tamir Rice got his brains blown out by a cop in 2 seconds for having a fucking pellet gun at a park where he shot no one. And Kyle Rittenhouse could take a loaded AR-15 around people and walk around all day. And no one does shit. He shoots 3 people, and then the cops won't even arrest him. They give him a bottle of water or something, see you later. We'll pick you up some other time, Johnson. Be well. That's the message. And you want me to think that's okay? Nah, man, it's just that I've been black too long. I'm tired of the hypocrisy. If it wasn't Kyle, it'd have been somebody else. It's not my fault. Mom took the boy out. I don't care that it's Kyle. Anybody it is, I would have the same reaction. But if it was a black kid, we wouldn't have this going on at all because he'd be in jail and y'all would be shutting the fuck up. You would not be here talking about you defend him. The cops would have just walked past him. It would not have happened. I got video footage of black guys carrying guns getting harassed like shit by cops just for having the gun at all, let alone gunshots. Come on, man. Come on, Johnson. We're not going to pretend like we live in fantasy land. We're going to live in America in the fucking 21st century. We're going to stop pretending and stop pretending that things are equal. Stop pretending everybody gets treated the same. Stop, Tim, if you just go along with this, it'll be better for black people in the long run. No, it fucking won't. It'll still be unbalanced. It'll still be biased as fuck. It'll still be that way. So I'm not going along because I'm not going to get anything from my people by going along. Hopefully what I do get is some of these white people to wake up and realize just how tilted this is. Only the most delusional of people would think that a black man would get a fair shake out of this shit. He would not. I just named you some current shit. We could go back in the day. I'm sticking currently. And I'm saying Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, same situation in his own fucking house, couldn't get no respect. Could not be able to fire one shot at intruders in his own fucking house. In his own fucking house. So don't give me that. They shot Breonna Taylor how many times? In her own fucking house for shooting one time. So I don't want to hear it. I don't. Don't give me that kumbaya shit. I'm not going to play, I'm not going to be the nicer guy. I'm not no more nice guy. Cut the check and keep it real. No more, be the good. I'm not your magical Negro. I'm not Morgan Freeman. I'm not Will Smith out this bitch. I'm Tim Black, and we're going to keep it 100. No, and black people need to wake up. They need to realize this is what we got. We need to hold our fucking lawmakers accountable. That's it. And I don't care. I wish Kyle Rittenhouse was a little bit older, but he is the age that he is. He made these dumb decisions. He's raised by that crazy woman that took this child to this event where they said it was violent. And why is no one not talking about the fact that a couple weeks before this happened, he's watching fucking TV and looking at the screen and looking at some shoplifters. Oh my God, shoplifters. And he's saying, damn, I wish I was there with my AR-15 so I could shoot him. That was not admissible. But if they knew, if his name was Tyrone and he shot and killed 2 white guys and he said that shit and people knew it, I bet you that shit would have been admissible. I know it would be everywhere. I know Tucker Carlson would have been talking about it. And you would have probably called up defending it. For 4 doors, more whores, bride just want to be famous on his fucking TikTok. I've had black kids get condemned just for having guns in their Instagram pictures. He's posing with a gun. Just admit America is biased as fuck. Just if a black guy did this and he had one picture holding his gun, flossing somebody want to be famous, this should have been a rap. Everything would have been about how horrible he is. Fucking Kyle Rittenhouse is a fucking high school dropout. How the fuck is a high school dropout able to kill 2 white guys? Oh, that's right, because one of them, they have criminal past. Everybody wants to be a fucking cop. And another thing, let me speak to that. And you know what, guys? If you want to talk on this issue, be bold enough to speak to it. If people go to jail and they get out, you can't use their crime against them. Yeah, man. Yeah. If people go to, not in an over-incarcerated country like America, can you take people and say you had a charge in 2005 or 1999 or whatever the hell it was, and then use that against them? That's what they do to us all the time. They bring crack into our neighborhoods, the CIA, and dump it off in the poor neighborhoods with no opportunity. People sell drugs, then we get convictions because there's no other opportunities. They move the white people to the suburbs and the jobs along with them. They redline us into the ghetto, and then when we get a charge, all I can hear from other people's mouths is he had a charge. He sold drugs. He was part of a gang. Yeah, to survive. To survive. Drop your ass off in the Watts. You be in a gang by tomorrow. Fuck are you talking about? So take that away from them. Take that ammunition away from them. When they say, oh, he had a charge, say, and he went to jail for it. You know what? And when people go to jail and they are released, they have done their time. You don't get to use that against them and say it was okay to kill them because they had a jail conviction. Come on, man. Where's the fucking left? That's why, I don't know, man. I'm not a progressive. I'm just Tim Black. We're starting something new. We need to. And I'm leading it because this is bullshit. We got a bunch of gutless, cowardless, spineless people running this movement. And if it looks like if they continue to be in the forefront, we won't have reparations. We won't have a black agenda. We won't have nobody that's really got the guts to unite poor people, white people, and poor black people, and poor Latinos together and say, cut the shit and cut the check. And don't gaslight me with fucking talk like the only thing I can hope for is by me being nice. The best thing I can do is play nice. It'll be better for us. It won't be better for us. It'll be better for them. It'll be better for you, but not better for us. And that's what I'm here for. Poor white people, get on board. Get on board, because the guys that are leading you now are full of shit. Full of shit. The best you're going to do is a loudmouth black guy who wants to see you do better too. What, that ain't good enough? It's better than what you got? Fucking Tucker Carlson. Heinz ketchup, motherfucker. Come on, man. Swanson's Hungry Man, motherfucker. Come on. Come on, Johnson. Cracked. All right, let's go to the next one. Hey, look, callers, don't take this personal. You are my fuel. We're going to kick ass tonight. You're my fuel. I'm not coming down hard on you. You're just doing nothing but igniting me. I need to go in and tell these people. Anna Kasparian should not have walked back her previous stance. Fuck him running. He should run. You shoot 4 people, people should stop you. Don't tell me about the last white boy that got shot in the arm. Don't tell me he pulled a gun. Yeah, he pulled a gun at the guy he just saw shoot somebody else twice. You just see that part? He had the gun on him the whole time. Why didn't he shoot the guy before then? Because he didn't want to. Why are you truncating the story? The guy who killed Nipsey Hussle, he shot the shit out of Nipsey Hussle. He didn't put his gun away and do this shit. He walked up without talking and put a bunch of bullets in him. That's what killers do. The guy you're talking about wasn't a fucking killer. If he was a killer, he would have shot the shit out of Rittenhouse while his slow ass was running. He was right there. So don't tell me, oh, he pulled a gun, now he's threatening him. No, he's trying to apprehend a fucking guy who just killed another guy. He just shot another fucking guy. Listen to yourselves. And it all goes back to what I said. Mama shouldn't have took her son out there. I wish I'd take my son to a protest with a fucking gun. First of all, I would not take my underage son to the fucking protest. He could go with me. He could go with me, maybe. But he ain't going by his fucking self with dudes I don't fucking know that had violence the other day. What kind of shit is that? I know what kind of shit it is. White people shit. White militia people shit. Clarifying. White militia people shit. Because I know a lot of white people who would not do that shit. All right? That's white, lopsided, biased, weird, something wrong with you. And where's his fucking father? Why ain't nobody saying where's Kyle's dad? Where's dad? Why did Kyle drop out of school and where's dad? These are questions everyone would have wanted to ask. If he was black, they'd point that out. Funny how the conservatives omit that part. Because they're playing team ball. So don't just tell me it's the Democrats. It's the Republicans too. You ask Kiss and grifters. It's just that everyone knows that Republican money is better than that Democrat money. That Republican money spends more than that Democrat money, don't it? Yeah, that conservative money outspends that liberal money, don't it? I hear tell that the conservatives just drive trucks full of cash up and dump it out on your front lawn if you go along. All right. You guys tired of hearing me talk? Let me go to the next caller. I love you, 201, but I had to give you the business. But it was only because you ignited me, and I appreciate you, man. The show is better because of callers. Let's go to 419. 419, you are live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, this is Suabu.
Ah.
I have been out of commission.
You know you got to get the clap. I got to get clap for you.
I've been out of commission for several months. I've been going through a really rough time. So I just wanted to call in. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just wanted to call in and just so you. And that first caller, I do think you took what he was saying the wrong way. I think what he was saying is that we often hear from the wealthy black class in political commentary because of their wealth, and we don't hear enough from everyday people like yourself and black political commentaries. I think that's what he was trying to say. Just didn't articulate it well. But there's so much crap going on these days, and it's very frustrating. And it's always hard to be black in America, and it's even harder these days. And I appreciate everything that you do. The Kyle Rittenhouse trial is a show trial, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing, and I'm expecting either a not guilty verdict, or if that happens, I wouldn't be surprised if that crazy ass judge overturned the verdict. So I'm not looking forward to hearing what goes on with that. But it is late. You almost put me to sleep with your rant, and I was like, is he ever gonna let me talk? But I just wanted to call in and say hello and love everything that you do, and say hello to Mrs. Black.
I will. Sealy Boo in the house. Give it up for my caller, y'all. That's my sister. Thank you so much, Sealy Boo. I appreciate it. And yeah, she's right. I probably took my guy out of context. I'm pumped up, man. You know, I'm pumped up. I'm fired up, brother. My caller, if I took you out of context bad, my bad. You made the show better, though. You made the show better. The switch goes one way. Okay, so we turning it up. The name of the show is Cracked. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired. I want to go off. I want to say some shit tonight. I want to just keep the energy up. And I don't mean to make a casualty of callers who actually we do agree with one another. I guess when you said these commentators, I was thinking too highly of myself. No, Tim, not you, Tim Black. Other people with real platforms, people with real jobs, people with driving services, and a real staff and a studio and a salary. Not you, Tim Black. You still one of us. You got on a cap, man. Come on. All right, next call. All right. That was 419. Okay. I'm trying to go in order here, guys. I really am. Can I go to 203, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
My name is Joanne Anderson, and I'm calling because I can't believe this is going on either. And we're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, and crime is going crazy throughout the whole country. We got kids killing kids. It's crazy. So if he does get off, this is going to be terrible for us, for all of us. We got another generation coming up, and they ain't willing to just march like we were. I'm telling my age, but they got guns too. So they need to think about this. This jury is, I was thinking about when the vigilante in the Bronx was on the train and he shot 4 people. And going back and listening while you were ranting, I went online to do some digging, and he was charged with an illegally carrying a weapon. He didn't even get charged for shooting the guys. And if as crazy as that is, so they threw out the weapon charges for this guy, and we don't know they're just deliberating. But I just want to say that now we're at a time when it is really, really testing. It's testing our patience. It's testing our vigorous. We need to not just talk about coming together, but what we gonna do when we get together.
Yeah.
So I'm just calling just to give you something else, just another one to grow on. I enjoy your show, and go ahead and rant on me.
Go ahead, Joanne. Give it up for Joanne, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It's nothing but love. And Joanne said, I guess I'm going too long with the rants, y'all. I'm gonna try to cut it down. Joanne was able, she had time while I was talking to go look up another story. She had time to do research. That's when you know you talk too long. When you're talking so long, your listeners go online and look up stories. But I love you, Joanne. Thank you, sister. I know you've called in before. Yeah. He shot 4 people. He was a vigilante. He had to do what he had to do, right? America loves this. Oh, and my caller said the jurors are worried because they don't want anybody to dox them. Yeah, you better be more worried about white guys. All right, I don't know what planet you guys come from. Yeah, I don't realize how crazy white guys can get. Y'all worried about the woke left. You better worry about the deadly right. You better worry about those motherfuckers. What are people talking about? Oh, the left's gonna dox you. But you might lose your job. if the right goes after you, you're going to need more than the job application. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm going with this? I mean, are we paying attention? Yeah, so look, I know it's been very popular to talk about the woke left and cancel culture. Yeah, it's something worse than cancel culture. It's called white men, pissed off white guys. Black people, I shouldn't have to tell you that shit. I should not have to tell you that shit. 2 words, strange fruit. 2 more words, Nina Simone. All right, so let's stop pretending, and let's just wake up and smell the coffee. Can you pick up what I'm putting down? I'm gonna go to the next caller, y'all. 360. You are live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, how you doing, sir? This is AD. I appreciate everything you're doing, sir. Like literally everything that you're doing. You one of the few level heads in the room, if I said that correctly, and you approach this thing from a realistic standpoint that it tends to be a lot of people are not really approaching this thing the way it should be approached. And we are we treading on dangerous territories, man, dangerous grounds, man. And I, as a father, I'm trying to figure out how do I maneuver throughout society and not find myself like relapsing on who I used to be as a person.
Yes. Uh-huh. AD, man.
Because people are playing like they don't understand that when you out here, you champion some of these things and some of these scenarios and events that's going on, you're not be thinking about the full complexity of what you're actually representing. I'm sorry for raining on yourself, sir, but from what you're actually representing, you're not understanding the full dynamics of it. I recently had twin boys. My twin boys was born in February. So of course, what happened right before February? The insurrection. Now, where I come from, seeing something like that is what many of those same individuals who support that, they would call a trigger mechanism. I got triggered because I was like, how can I bring 2 boys into this world and you have people that try to overthrow our government with everybody that's in the upper chambers of our government present, with the exception of one person? That's all. Because I don't want to get into the whole Kamala Harris thing. I just wanted to come, man. I'm glad, man, because I found a lot of my people, man, they're not really being responsible or receptive to what it is that we actually face with right now.
That's real talk, AD, man. Give it up for my caller, AD, y'all.
Walking.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Look.
All right, man. Go ahead and enjoy your show, man. And you stay blessed, man.
Stay black, AD. Listen, man, AD. Brother, man, first of all, your words about your kids, man, your sons, bro. I appreciate that. Because it always comes back to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Always comes back to the kids. And the type of country we have, and the type of life we want them to have. And when I saw the insurrection, when I saw the people going up in the Capitol, I was just stunned, bro. I mean, I knew being a white guy was certain privileges. I tell people like this, man. I tell them like this. There are people that still think there's no difference. They still say they don't know what white privilege is. Man, there's a bunch of black people would have ran in the Capitol like that. If that had been all black people, I know there was a couple, there were sprinkles. Somebody brought their their black friend. Folks, that shit would have been Bloody Sunday. My bad. It was a Tuesday. It would have been Bloodier Tuesday. That's what that would have been. The National Guard would have stormed the fucking Capitol. They don't see us as Americans like that. First of all. Oh, they're just having a moment. They're just having a fit. So, this thing with Kyle Rittenhouse. That's why I say, guys, it's not just about Kyle Rittenhouse. I hold Kyle Rittenhouse's mother almost more accountable than him. But he is an adult, so I must hold him accountable. But without her driving him, does he even get there? Does he even get there? This complex, this Lone Ranger, whatever complex. Some people said he went there to kill people. I don't know why he went there. I don't much care about him painting over graffiti. I painted over graffiti too, but I never shot anybody. I've helped people too. Held folk clothing drives. Done all types of philanthropy. Never shot anybody. So, look, I'm going to go to the next call, AD. People could call it straight, AD. Some people are not calling it straight because they're trying to build audiences or they're trying to keep their jobs. With me, it's reverse. I believe the more honest I am, the bigger I will get with the people that I want. Because not all numbers are good numbers. And I learned that shit the hard way. So for every person I lose, or every 2 people I lose who shouldn't be here anyway, if I could just gain one person that understands where I'm coming from, then I'm better off. I'm going to go to the next call. 240, if you're in the house. 240, you are live.
Hear me well? Yes. Hey, Tim, this is Nestor. Hope you can hear me good.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. Man, I a little story about myself. Like, I think it was back when I was maybe 19. I got assaulted and battery against, and I was able to defend myself and overtake my attacker. And I went to court for all that. And I was very close to going to jail for it because the judge was telling me that because I did more than just, punch one time or push away or run away, that now I was the culprit and I was the assailant. The only way I got out of that was that I had like about 100 family, friends, neighbors come to my court to testify on my behalf and my character. And that's the only way I was able to avoid going to jail when I was 19, when that incident happened. So, it blows my mind that you can defend yourself with your bare fists and you can be held culpable, held responsible, and even seen as a criminal, while this little shit, Rittenhouse, can go and kill people, have an illegal gun, and it's just more evidence on top of evidence of how vile and putrid this country truly is. It's insidious, and these people that want to support this fucking killer, they're just insidious, vile, malicious people. They know exactly what they're representing. They're representing that real true nature and true history of the United States of America. They know what they're representing. They're trying to code it a different way, and that's part of the malicious nature, the insidious nature, that they try to make some argument, try to make this seem like it's this and that. No, when it's really cut and clear what happened and how it happened and who is responsible. And I feel like, a lot of people on the left, a lot of people that all you hear on the left is, have hope, blah, blah, blah. But hope is a irrational emotion. Hope without faith is dead, I feel like a lot of the left are like this parable in the Bible, the story where it's very popular, where you have this guy in the middle of the ocean, and he's a believer in God. He wants to, he thinks God's going to come save him, pluck him out the water. God sends him 1 boat, sends him 2 boats, sends him 3 boats. He never gets on the boat and drowns. And then when he goes to heaven, he asks God, why didn't he save him? Well, shit, I sent you 3 boats. And the left got to get that message through their head. They gotta receive the message that they are getting from the institutions of this country. The message is that we're never going to achieve anything relatively good for us if we don't fight for it. You know, I like to, you know, bring up Winston Smith. That man spoke the truth, and he was assassinated for it. You know, and they buried his story because they knew what the hell they did with him, because he spoke the truth. It's just like people are going to see. Watch, 2020 is going to get worse. They're going to lose the Congress to these crazy motherfuckers. 2024, it's just going to be a fucking insane situation. And if people aren't prepared for what's coming, then, you know, I just don't know what to tell people. I don't know what if this thing with Rittenhouse, if this motherfucker gets away and that doesn't throw off the alarms, the red flags, and people need to start preparing for shit. I don't know what can. I don't know what in the hell can wake people up, especially on the left, wake people up and say, man, we really have to prepare for the worst, because the worst is coming. The storm is coming, and the message is there. And, you know, that's all I wanted to say, brother. I mean, everything else you said is on point, 100%. And, you know, this is why I respect this. This is the realest stream, realest show out of anything that I've ever seen on these YouTubes. No one's talking the truth like you are, brother.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling up. You speaking truth too, man. Get up for my caller, Jay. You speaking truth, man. That's real shit. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who called up and spoke real stuff tonight. And I just realized I got to a point I got tired of holding back, bro. That's all, Jay. You know, at some point, in whatever you do, at some point you just be like, you know what? I'm just going to do me, man. Forget trying to strategize and figure out how it's going to work out. Forget trying to come up with a clever business model. I'm going to say what I feel and feel what I say. Let the chips fall where they may. That's it. And then things got a lot simpler. And this job got fun again. Because I go to bed with a clear conscience. Thank you for your phone call, brother. I appreciate you. My caller said things are going to get worse. 2022, they're going to lose the House. 2024, they're going to lose the presidency. 708, you are live. What's your name? What's your comment? $708.
Oh, hi, Tim Black. This is Holly Joy. I love your show. And I just wanted to say it's official. We have now both Kyles and Karens. The policing of people and trying to control their behaviors, this is outrageous. But this is the era that we live in. The judge on Kyle's case, browbeating the defense, he's sending a message. I was watching Karen Hunter's show, and he was talking to two people, and he's sending a message to people that, hey, when you support Black people, Black Lives Matter, this is what happens. That this is the way you're treated, you know. And we're living in an era where, you know, we have to shine a spotlight on these people and act accordingly. Yeah, so he sent a message. I agreed with Karen's show that, you know, if you love Black people, you know you're an N-word lover, that this is what's going to happen to white people or to whomever. And so there are going to be groups of people that aren't going to support our cause because of what has happened to other people. And I hope they're not deterred by this judge and, you know, by what happens. But it's all a part of this fight. Black people are still owed reparations because the United States hasn't paid that. And yeah, we have much work to do as a society. Thank you so much for all you do, and I appreciate your efforts. You take care.
Thank you,
And bye.
caller. I appreciate it. Give it up for my caller, y'all. I don't know. That's now, like, I get that was what Curran's show was about. And I get that statement. I agree with the statement. It's just not a new statement. Historically, that's always been the situation. You know what I'm saying? Supporting black people is always risky business. See, the money is in throwing black people under the bus. For black people. White people can kind of get money both ways. But back when, hell, there was once upon a time. So when I talk about the housing shortage, for instance, well, when I talk about unfair housing, when I talk about redlining, when I talk about these clauses in the mortgages and the deeds that said a black person cannot own this property, cannot reside in this property, this is built for white people, no black people. It didn't say no Eskimos, no indigenous people, no Asians. It said no black people. If you were a white person and you sold it to a black person, you could be sued. Yeah, sued. You couldn't just buck the system. I guess there were some cases where you could, but more often than not, even Cory Booker. Cory Booker talks about his parents getting a house in a part of, I think it was New Jersey, where there were no blacks allowed, and I know that Cory's family is mixed. Comes from a mixed family. I think his dad is white or his mom is white. One of his parents is white. Other is black. And a friend had to purchase the land on their behalf or secure the property on their behalf. And that's a mixed race couple. So, like, there's always a price to pay. There could be a price to pay. It's not always a price to pay. There is legitimately a possibility of a price to pay when you stand up for black people. And I agree with Curran Hunter. Yeah, it's an honest statement. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm going to go to the next call, 205. Who's this, man? What the hell is... Whoa, nah, man, that phone, goodness gracious, man, that was painful. If your phone is loud, it was loud as hell. Nah, man, we gotta magically get this guy a new phone, man. That's what we gotta do. That phone has to be, we gotta get a new phone, man. Jesus Christ, man. Try to call back. 205, that was horrible, man. I'm gonna put a star by your number here. If you call back, I'll try to bring you back in, but that right there, you're gonna get me, people are gonna launch civil suits against me if I bring you back on with that noise. 312, you are live. What's your name? What's your comment? 312.
Hello, Tim. Am I on?
Yeah, you're live. Who's this?
My name is Tony.
What up, Tony? What's on your mind, Tony?
I just wanted to say, being a fan of Jim Endor is like being a Pope. Either you're with him or you're not. And if you're not, you're a shitlib. And I'm so glad I finally stopped watching his show because you are so much better. And he has finally sold for good for the right wingers. And he is 100% defending Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's terrible to see. And I'm glad that you are focusing on race, unlike a bunch of other people on YouTube. And he's just a bully, man. He's one loving kid. And he was bullying when he was a kid, and it shows. He's a bully, and I'm glad you were talking to Straight Dope, and I love watching you because I learn a lot. And that's about it, man. Keep doing what you do. You piss off a lot of people, but it's good. Yeah.
My man
Great
Tony.
show tonight, man. You're on fire.
Thank you, brother.
Great.
Let me give it up for my caller, man. Give it up for Tony, man. Thanks, Tony, for calling in, brother. We appreciate you, brother. Real quick, man, just thank you for that. I remember when I first called Jimmy out, I remember him in capital letters on Twitter. You're done. I remember that. You know? He felt like he was so big, he could destroy my channel, destroy my show. And we took a serious hit. We took a serious hit behind that. But at the end of the day, if people were with me because they thought I was a friend of Jimmy's, then they weren't my audience to begin with. Well, so I'm just going to move on to the next call, but it's good to come through all of that to get to this place. And we see what time it is. And those who don't see it, I don't want them. I do not want those people because I don't want people like that in our community. I don't want them in our wolf pack. I don't want them at my shows. I don't rock with them. They got to throw that beast off. They got to get rid of that nonsense. That's crazy talk that they think that guy is fighting for them. They got to, maybe he is because they're conservatives. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't fighting for the issues I'm fighting for. So I'm going to go to the next call, man. I appreciate y'all. 808, you are live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Yo, Tim Black. It's William from Hawaii.
My brother. What's up, William?
Hey, first of all, I got to tell you, man, I lost my Wolfpack hat today. I was out in the water. Somebody fucking stole my Wolfpack hat. But now I'm looking at the hat you have on today. I like that hat, man. That is a sharp hat. So I'm gonna be finding me one of those as soon as I get off this phone line. I just had a couple things, man. Number one, if Kyle Rittenhouse is found guilty of murder in any way, shape, or form, then it just goes to logically the next step would be that his mother is charged with conspiracy to commit murder, or at least aiding and abetting. I mean, it only makes sense. Now this is, you got to stay with me on this for just 1 second because it isn't going to sound right from the get-go, but you got to stay with me on this. So, number one, that fucking prosecutor, man, that prosecutor, I can't, he's the typical prosecutor, like doing all their normal bullshit tricks to get a conviction. That judge called that motherfucker out on every slick dealing prosecutor bullshit way. That prosecutor, that particular prosecutor made like Marcia Clark and Christopher Darden look like fucking F. Lee Bailey. That guy has been so bullshit. And then, at the last minute, like trying to take a quick left turn in he just did a shit job. Now you got to stay with me, man. Could you imagine everybody, Kyle Rittenhouse included, is innocent until proven guilty. Now I can watch that video and go, God damn, that motherfucker is guilty instantly. And could you imagine a world where every judge looked at every accused individual and stuck up for them like that judge has stuck up for Kyle Rittenhouse? Could you imagine a world where that actually existed? And that's how it should exist. Everybody should be given that same privilege. It's never going to happen, but because obviously that judge is biased for a particular reason that has nothing to do with the law, he's biased, but could you imagine if every judge had to look at their defendant and say, okay, he's still innocent until he is proven guilty? I mean, that judge shouldn't be shunned and pushed away. That judge should be the example of how every judge treats defendant. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen in society as it exists today. But that he should be the example. Every defendant should be treated with the same respect that Kyle Rittenhouse was, above and beyond that Kyle Rittenhouse. And I totally blame it on the prosecuting side of it, because that prosecutor just tried to play every slick deal that every prosecutor does in every single case that is even remotely like this. And I'll tell you, Tim, this is what I did. I looked at this in the reverse. If this was a black man that was Kyle Rittenhouse was put in the same situation, you would never see a judge that would treat that black man in the same respect, but should have been, absolutely should be that way. The burden of proof is on the prosecutor. That the prosecutor has the burden of proof, and I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, man, but I just wish to God that every judge treated every defendant with that amount of respect and leniency. And then last of all, I would never in a million years, my brother, I wouldn't. I would never try to offer any of my black brothers and sisters, and I love my black brothers and sisters.
90
I would
seconds.
never offer them any sort of advice. But I will tell you this. Here is some advice. All my black brothers and sisters, please calm down. Just follow the example. Get in line. Sign your name on the line, and sign up for your open carry. Sign up for your open carry or your concealed carry. Go ahead and purchase yourself. You go ahead and purchase yourself your AR-15 and sign all the right
60
paperwork.
seconds.
Don't make the Kyle Rittenhouse mistake and carry around illegal shit. Sign your name on that line, and you get your open carry license, and you carry around your AR-15. And you want to see some changes happen in America to the judicial system, you go ahead and do that, and it will happen immediately. I love you, my brother. I love that cap more than anything. I guarantee you when I get off, I'm going to be buying me one. You take care, man, and I appreciate your rant today.
My brother, William, you're crazy, brother. You're a sneaky one. You're slick with it. You are slick with it, brother. Look at you. I'm like, oh, man, he's going to say, I don't want to tell black people what to do. I would never do that. But let me tell you what to do. But then he said, go get a gun, Johnson.
10 seconds.
That was a good one, brother. I want to say this. We're going to go to the next call, but I got to say this, brother. I tried it the way that you're suggesting, which is we say, treat everybody great. I'm not going to complain when they treat white people great, because that's how we want them to treat us. The problem is those things never meet up. It's like unclappable. That's the problem. They don't do it. And their people won't hold them accountable to do it. No, they won't. That's what implicit bias is. You can see it clearly now. It's like Kyle was defending himself. Trayvon Martin wasn't. Ginger Zimmerman had a gun. He was going home. He wasn't defending himself. Some guys following him got out the car. Cops told him, don't get out the car. Don't follow him. He did it anyway. You defended him. Breonna Taylor's boyfriend in his house, people banging on the door, 2 a.m. He shoots one shot, they shoot multiple times. Kill his girlfriend. You didn't ride for us. Or her, or him. John Crawford in a store looking at a gun. In a store where they sell guns. Cops show up 5 minutes later, he's dead. Because he picked up the gun that was on the shelf. You didn't ride for him. Implicit bias. And some of them is the explicit bias. They know exactly what they're doing. So I hear what you're saying, William. It's just that, man, unfortunately, and brother, look, I wish it wasn't this way. I wish it wasn't this way. I wish it would be do unto me, I do unto you. I wish it was I got your back, you got my back. But that's not how it is. It's like all the progressives that I get pissed off about who was like, let's do Medicare for all. I'm like, okay, let's do Medicare for all. Let's do erase student debt. Let's do erase student debt. Let's do water is life. Water is life. In the pipelines. In the pipelines. And I said, reparations. They said, huh? I said reparations. You guys didn't hear me. I said reparations. They said, huh? I said reparations, man. Jim Crow. Now you don't know what Jim Crow is? We've been calling Joe Biden Jim Crow Joe all this time. You know about Jim Crow. You know about redlining. You know about slavery. Reparations, right? Remember? I feel like Wallace in The Wire. What happened to the boy, String? What happened to the boy, String? What happened to Wallace? What happened to the boy, String? String! What happened to the boy, man? I mean, they just they stabbed me in the back. I went on tour with these motherfuckers. I went on tour with Lee Camp. I went on tour with Jimmy Dore. They stabbed me in the back. They didn't just stab me in the back. They stabbed all the black people in the back. You still with him over me, sister? And y'all think I'm not supposed to call that shit out? For real, dog. So I'm going to go to the next call, Will. I tried it that way. The way you're saying, that's the high road. I tried the high road. Now I'm trying the open road. Next call. 646. You are live. What's your name? What's your comment? 646.
It's John, Tim.
What's up, 646? Okay, what's up, John?
It's John, Tim.
You need to cut down the TV, brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go right ahead, brother. What's on your mind?
All right. So I've cut down the TV.
Okay.
Look, I want to follow up on what you were saying about Jimmy Dore. Man, I was shocked by that. Over time, I've been excising the so-called progressive left websites. I've just been cutting back and back and back. And now I'm down to you and Reset Race. And I also listened to Jimmy Dore. But when he started going off on the Rittenhouse case, it was just so repulsive that I unsubscribed. And it's very interesting to note that Jimmy usually replays his commentary within a day of posting the original. Suddenly it's disappeared. I suspect that people were so angry about what he did that he's terrified of losing subscribers. And that's the only way that if you're dissatisfied with one of these guys, to make your mark is to unsubscribe. So that's what I did. I'm down to you and Reset Race. What am I going to do, man? You got any other recommendations?
Well, give it up for John, man. That's tough, man. That's You know, brother John, I'm not here to take money out of people's pockets. That's not what I'm doing. You know, that's not what I'm into. Jimmy and I used to be cool. You know? And he just changed, brother. He changed over time. I think I looked at it as him going with what's popular, what makes money, you know, and he's trying to run a business, and I get that. But once you start damaging, it's one thing for us to disagree. Another thing for you to be a damager. When you're damaging, when your actions have a deleterious effect on my objectives and what I'm trying to achieve with my people. Once you start hurting this movement we're trying to build, that we're trying to further, then that's when I got to do something. I got to go for it. I got to go at you. I got to call you out. But it was just a different opinion. We all got different opinions. So, though, it does not matter. Why he took down the video doesn't matter. The fact he put that video up. It's the fact that he put that out. That's not a mistake. And what I tell my wife, what I tell Mrs. Black is this. One of the beautiful things about this business is that it continues to give you opportunities to get it right, to show who you are, because the news cycle changes often. It just keeps changing. And you're going to always get another chance at bat. That's the beautiful thing about it. You get one thing wrong, you can make a correction, but later you get an opportunity to stand up right. That's what he has to do in order to make that right. I don't think he's capable of doing that because I think he's focused on business. And that's not a person who should be in a leadership position in any movement that I'm a part of. So I'm not a part of that movement anymore. I'm just Tim Black. But I thank you, John, for calling up. Who else should you check out? Bruh, I've been stabbed in the back so many times. My back, I need a new back. Sounds like you're doing okay with me in the reset race, and I don't want to vouch for anyone. 1 minute I think they're cool, the next minute it's some bullshit. I can't, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. I really, I would like to say I've been talking to David Duell, and I've been talking to the Humanist Report. We all saw some similar things going on. So I will admit that. I will say that. And Jen Perelman, she, back when things were like going crazy, she reached out. So those three people, I don't want to leave them out because they have said things and we have talked behind the scenes. But like I said, things are so flimsy, man. I'll be on the Surf TV tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. 931, you're in the house, 931. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, man, it's 2 Bronze Star Brandon, because I got 2 Bronze Stars in combat, so fuck that Brandon chant. If we're going to say 2 Bronze Star Brandon. Hey, look, I'm here in St. Louis this weekend. I went and seen Cat Williams, and Cat Williams said it best. He just pretty much told everybody, and the arena sold out, calm the fuck down. You know, like, we can only control what we are beholden up on, pretty much as our inner circle and our family and friends, unless we can actually have some form of economic power, you know, to, I don't know, buy a church a new roof, right? But there's so much animosity and so much craziness going on. I don't know what the hell's going on, Tim. The shit's getting spooky, bro. Especially with this, this January 6th stuff, and they're trying to keep it. The federal government will not allow any major shit leak about whatever happened. Because we already lost so much credibility with Afghanistan and all the other bullshit with Trump shitting on all the other countries. If this shit leak out that this dude actually tried to do an election, oh, dude, we're done, bro. That's both parties. That's all I got to say, Tim. Thank you, man.
Damn, brother. Good up for my caller, man. Damn. Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Oh. What I love about Cat Williams is self-made. Self-made, brother. You know, one of those type of people that is just not beholden to anyone. So whether I agree with what he says or not, I know it's him. I know that's him talking. I know that's his point of view. Now, was he joking or was he serious? If he was serious, that's his point of view. You know, because a comedian can make jokes too. Right? But that's what I like about Cat Williams, and I admire about him. And I had to make a decision as well. I say, what's more important? Making more money or being able to do that? And I had to go with it's much better to be the guy who can say what you feel and feel what you say. And that's why I like Cat Williams, man. And big up to Cat Williams. And big up to everybody that's calling it the way they see it. You know? Yeah. Yeah, brother. We can only control what we can control. And that's true. We often fool ourselves into believing there's more that we can control than what we can actually control. And I think that does lead to a certain amount of frustration and anxiety, right? Because it's out of your reach. You know, I picture a baby, an immobile baby kicking and, you know, can't get to the thing, you know, just kicking and mad and turning red or whatever. That's us. We can't get to it, whatever it is. So, yeah, brother, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something's going on, though, brother. It is definitely going on. Wow. All right, guys. Jesus. Let's try this. 917. You are live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hi, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. Who's this?
This is Jay from Manhattan.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Hey. So I haven't been following the news so deeply about the Rittenhouse case. And over the last couple of days, everyone is so concerned that he's going to walk and not be found guilty on anything. And then I just started paying attention to it. And it looks like he's going to walk on everything, right? That's what it looks like. But I don't know why there's no charge for him having an illegal gun under the age, even though, you know, it was a technicality about the way the gun wasn't a sawed-off gun. I don't know what difference that makes. What is there no law that covers you having a gun when you're not supposed to? But also with that, here's a problem that I have with the situation is that, I mean, at the time, there's no way that Rittenhouse knows that this man is, well, maybe he does know because he interacted with him, but how does he really know this man that runs after him is psychotic? Nonetheless, he is running after him with a gun. And he is running after him. And Kyle put himself in that situation. I don't feel sorry for him in that situation. And he went out of his way to put himself in. He made himself a lightning rod. But you do have a right to defend yourself if someone is chasing after you and attacking you. And I don't know Kyle had any way to know that at the moment that man was looking like he was trying to get someone to kill him that night. You know, he was getting aggressive people with guns. Everybody that had an open carry, he was getting aggressive with them. He had just tried to commit suicide 4 days previous and just got out of a mental hospital. That kid put himself in a tight situation, but there is self-defense. That's why I don't think that he's going to be found guilty of anything. And I think it's going to be technically that's going to be correct. The other guy, the guy with the skateboard, that's a hero. You know what I mean? That's a shame that he died, right? Like, what do you do when you see someone leaving, like, a murder scene? You know what I mean? Like, he's just walking away with the gun. He doesn't put it down. I don't know. It's a really tough situation. You talked me down.
Okay.
Talked me off the ledge.
Well, Jay, I appreciate you calling up. Good up for my caller, guys. Wow. You went to the left, to the right, to the upside down, the underneath, all the way around the bend. What do you think? Do you know? All right. Here goes the problem. Now, to my people that will be talking to people about this Kyle Rittenhouse case in the real world, can I say this? I like self-defense. I like self-defense. It's a good thing to be able to defend oneself. For you to use self-defense as a defense, doesn't the person have to have put their hands on you? Like, that's what I thought. Like, I had a caller just called up, told me a story about, having a self-defense charge when he was 19 years old. Sounds like he beat the hell out of some people that tried to beat him up. He almost went to jail because he beat the guy up too bad after he was defending himself. This guy never touched Kyle. He touched the barrel of the gun. Yeah, that's not you though. Yeah, this is a trip. Now, if the guy would have jumped on him and started punching him and beating the shit out of him, maybe then it's a little different. But this guy never touched Kyle. And this whole thing about Rosenbaum threatened his life, there is no evidence at all. That's what Kyle says, because that's the only way he gets free. There is no evidence. There's no audio. There's no film, no video or audio of Rosenbaum saying to Kyle, I'm going to kill you. It doesn't exist. So if a guy says, I'm coming to beat you up, but he never actually puts his hands on you, he just walks towards you and you have a gun and you're able to just kill him because you think he might beat you up, when you could just keep running? Not like you were cornered, dog. You could have just kept running. Like, I got a problem with people that just quickly jump to that. So if me and you get into an argument and I walk towards you, you can just fucking shoot me when you see I have no guns? Nothing. You don't have to punch me. I don't have to punch you. You don't have to hit me with your gun. You have to take no effort other than to get away. Well, keep trying to get away then. At least let me catch you if you're going to shoot me 4 times. He didn't even catch him. So, like, I got a problem with people that fall for that because I think it's lame. Grown-ass men hiding behind that shit because they know they want to shoot first and ask questions later. They want to shoot people. That's all it is. They don't want to have to actually, I'm the wrong guy. I come from a time where people did actually fight. People did actually put their hands up. Where shooting a person who might fight you was considered cowardice. Not to these patriots. And why does this guy have such a problem with Kyle? Prosecution says because Kyle kept on not practicing gun safety and kept pointing his fucking gun at people. That's what they say. Now, you don't have to believe that. The video was kind of hard to tell if that's what was happening. Maybe something else happened. But all I'm saying is, man, I come from a different era. Somebody saying they're going to beat you up. Somebody walking towards you. I can see it's like, okay, don't hit the guy. You might punch a guy who's walking to you before he can punch you, but shoot him before he can touch you? And you got a strap-on gun, and you say, he's going to take my gun and shoot everybody with it. What makes you think that's going to happen? It's like, just admit these people they see themselves as Kyle. They see themselves as Kyle. They would not see themselves as Kyle if it wasn't a white guy. That's what I believe, man. I've been here long enough. Once again, I have not heard them stand behind other people in similar situations. And don't tell me about this lawsuit in this other place where this black guy did something and he used a self-defense. Yeah, okay. Did he kill 2 white guys and shoot 3 white guys and the other 2 only because they were trying to stop him after he killed the first one? Is that what happened? Or is it some black guy got into a fight with somebody and he won? That's different. Kyle did not get in a fight with someone and won. There was no fight. A sick individual off of his medication came at him, so he shot him 4 times. 1 wasn't enough. People watch too much fucking Ben Shapiro. That's these cowardly people, though, man. You got to watch them. They'll irritate you, piss you off, and as soon as you do something, they'll shoot you dead in front of your wife and children. That's what they'll do. They're crafty, backstabbing, sneaky, snaky bastards. That's what they are, Johnson. They will bait you into a fight, and then when you respond, they will kill you in front of your kids and fucking walk. Because that's what they're on. So everybody black, pay a serious attention to this. Because that's the game plan. That's what they will do. That's the prescription going forward at these rallies. I expect to see, I just did a story a week ago, a Boogaloo boy getting charged for going to Black Lives Matter protests, and he shot up a police station, posed as a Black Lives Matter activist. I just did that story. You know the guys that Jimmy Dore brought on his show? Yeah, one of those guys was in court charged with shooting up a police station posing as a BLM activist. So when I tell you that one of my concerns is these Boogaloo boys, these Proud Boys, and other militia types showing up at Black Lives Matter events, baiting people, and then killing them. Don't tell me I don't have a leg to stand on. Because it would work for you. Because all you saw was an aggressive black man walk towards the white guy, and that's all it took. That would have been all it took, wouldn't it? So don't be baited, guys. Don't be baited. They want you to react. They want you to lose your cool so they can either call the cops or fucking shoot you dead. And have the whole country support it. Because you got upset with them. And then they go through your background and try to find some way that justifies it. All they got to do is villainize you, find one thing. This guy had traffic tickets. This guy owes back taxes. And he has traffic tickets. And he has a DUI from 1997. And he owes back child support. Boom, stamp him, evil. That's all they would need. That's all they would need, Johnson. So I'm going to go to, look, that's it, guys. I want to thank everybody for calling up. I appreciate you. What a night, Johnson. What a night for a Tuesday. Jesus Christ, man, we killed it. You guys... What a night. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting it. Jimmy Dore, you're done. You're done, Jimmy. You're done. How does it feel to be done? Well, we know Jimmy ain't done. He's a white guy with a right-wing audience. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Let's go to the comment section, man. Sheldon Hughes says, shout out to all the Wolfpack. Cut the check. We got two new members of the Wolfpack. AD up in the house. Thank you for joining. Sealy Boo in the house as she comes back. And tell the truth, keep doing what you do, Brother Tim. Well, thanks for calling in, Sealy Boo. I appreciate you. And thank you for supporting this show. We got the best supporters in the house, Johnson. They hold us down. Bozine sign. If Kyle walks, it will give the GOP and the KKK the license to kill non-whites or those who are politically in opposition. That's right. Dog, it's not about that he killed white guys. This is what black people know. See, this is how white they are. If white guys can kill white guys, think what they can do to us. That's what you don't get, Ben Shapiro. That's what you don't get, Stephen Lauder. That's what you don't get, Tim Dillon. That's what you don't get. If Kyle Rittenhouse could kill white guys, he could have killed a whole 2 families of black people. Come on, man. Oh, now you don't know what I'm talking about. Now you don't know what I'm talking about. Now we don't live in the real world, huh? Now there's no racism. Now everything's just even, and everybody's just yeah, okay. He shot a white guy 4 times. Shit. He could have emptied the clip on a black guy. William McGregor, Tim Black, the original Mactivist. I'm something, brother. Thank you, William. I appreciate you, man. Dave Melford in the house says, thank you, Tim. I love the energy. You're on fire. I'm trying to be Johnson. We got to pump it up, man. People are walking gingerly. Kyle, the other Kyle. I know Kyle's somewhere soft shoeing it, being real delicate. Well, we got to look at it this way. What you have here, and we have this, and we're trying to, Kyle Kulinski, well, we gotta do this, gotta do that, and then I understand he's trying to protect himself, but you look at the other way, you gotta look at, what's it say about protesters, and then the other way, and then you also have, you can't forget this, and it's like, he's on both sides of the issue, in neither camp enough for anybody to really give a damn. And that's what a lot of other people are going to do too. So I know I'm going to just Bigfoot stomp, Sasquatch stomp, and be where I'm at and plant my flag and say how I really feel and don't hedge and don't play games and don't play both sides and keep it 100 and let the smoke or let it fall where it does. Because even if you don't like it, you got to respect. And if you don't respect it, fine. I'm not for you. I'm an acquired taste. Welcome, Nancy Drew. Welcome, Nancy Drew. And welcome, AD. Lady Jackie says, tell the truth, Tim. Indy Online Weekly says something. Probably promoting himself. To promote yourself is more than $2, Indy. We'll give you a refund. Lady Jackie's in the house. Cut the check. What's wrong? What is wrong with people? Kush is in the house. Can we also place some blame on the Democrats? These people are empowered by the lack of action as much as their own sense of entitlement. Vote them out. Vote them out. Well, hell yeah, we can put some blame on Democrats. On what, though? I don't know what you want me to blame them for. There's so much I could blame them for, Kush. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things they're guilty of. Anthony Lamont, Tim keep giving it to him straight. No chaser. Peace and justice to all the callers. Damn right. Yeah, my callers, sometimes I get crazy. Tonight has been a crazy night. Bose-Einstein, 26 trillionaires own the income of 4 billion humans. Damn. Tony D, I see so much bullshit about Kyle, and I thank you for telling the truth. Bo says Fox News is owned by Murdoch, a billionaire Australian causing mayhem in the U.S. Send him back to Australia. U.S. citizens' blood is on his hands. Sally Thompson said, just because you are you, Tim, is why I'm here. Stay strong. Love. We had a good show. We got good people. Tomorrow we have a Pause with Tim Black show. Tomorrow my interview with Senator Nina Turner will be out on TYT The Conversation. TYT The Conversation is where that will be. It was good catching up with Sister Nina Turner. Go check it out. It is what it is. Cut the check. That's all. If I sell out, I break the hell out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Wolfpack. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe. A lot of times I'm watching like news, or when I'm watching shows in general, they're written by white people. Even when the talent's black, the writers are white. Even when the writers are black and the talent's black, the owners are white. And even when the talent is black and the story is black, the subject matter is black, bleeding, black, black, black. For some strange reason, the most vocal writer is white. And I mean very, very white. And even when the writers are black and the talent is black and the owners are black, those three entities are worried about what white people are gonna say. So, you never really get to hear black people express themselves freely. Really free. And I said, damn, man. TV been lying to me all this time. So the point is, they lie to us too. Not just to us, about us, they lie to us about white people. And white people, they lie to you about black people. And they lie to all of us through the use of Hollywood, through the use of stories, and just plain old fibbery. Okay? So that's all it is. Reason why I tell you, the Tim Black Pause Show, Pause with Tim Black, is where we get to be really black. That's because we don't have to cater to white execs. We don't have to get the approval of white managers and directors. No, we don't have to appease white people. We do it ourselves because they don't own it. They don't fucking own it. They don't want you to hear the truth. Get the Realest Black Podcast. Go to TimBlackPaws.com.